Hello, Facebook Live page. How are you? It's Dr. AJ Austin, founder of the International Center for Life Coach Training, LLC, where I proudly wear my t-shirts that, I have so many of, but I wear them so often. They do give me my money's worth. Okay. How are you guys? Welcome to another episode, another broadcast, another live with me. How y'all doing? Say hey when you come in the room. Let me know where you're watching from. What set you claim? What state you represent? That's what I mean. I don't know why I've become a gangster recently. I think because I've been watching this show called The Chi on Showtime. Y'all probably seen it. I'm binging and I'm almost finished, okay? So it got me feeling thug-like. Anyway, a Christian, holy thug, that is. For those of you who are new here, welcome. This is me 24/7. I have had a little caffeine earlier today, but I didn't drink all of it. I'll finish that tomorrow. So, if you've never participated in one of our broadcasts, I personally founded the International Center for Life Coach Training, LLC, where I train Black women of faith to become certified life coaches online in one day. That one day looks like 8 hours and a pre-training that gets you certified. So I know we have a lot of people who are looking to become certified life coaches. If you're not already certified, I have something special for you over at www.blacklifecoachselfstudy.com. It is pinned in the comments on my Facebook. And I hit finish, and I was trying to hit enter. I've been logging out of a lot of stuff early. Anyway, hey Rachel, hey Tarnisha in our Facebook group, Facebook page. Y'all gotta speak. Say hey when you come in the room. I can't see your profile pictures or your names just yet. I just see that there are people watching. So hey y'all, welcome. So tonight we are talking about 5 ways to grow your confidence in becoming a Black woman certified life coach. Facebook group. I am dropping the link for our Black Life Coach Self-Study.com program for you, which is our 10 for 10 program. If you're in our private Facebook group and you're not in 10 for 10, why? Black Life Coach Self-Study.com is where to come and get certified online. You can do either one day and get it out the way, like 100 and I lost count. We got 100 and a half. 150 something coaches have finished the one-day training. We also have a 10-month portion of the training that'll give you 10 months to go through it. Take your time, get certified, and only pay $110 a month for those 10 months. So I'm happy to meet you where you are financially and learning style-wise. So one of the trainings that I did about a year and a half ago, y'all. It was on March 7th, 2020, right? Depending on when you're watching this recording, okay? Check the dates. I was hosting my second live stream class of this one-day life coach certification training. And I'm so excited that I recorded it because yesterday during my evening walk, I got a chance to listen during that hour of this 9-hour training that I taught live via live stream to a small group of women, and we had some of our older seasoned veteran coaches come back through the training as well, which made it even more fun. So some of our coaches have been trained more than once. Some of our coaches got a chance to experience this training live. You now have the chance to experience the home study course version of this training over at blacklifecoachselfstudy.com. That's that $110 a month for 10 months. Take your time, go through it and get your certification. Now, the part of the training that I listened to yesterday, one of the newer coaches, her name is Coach Beverly. She may watch this replay. She's in Florida. And I remember when she called, and I was just launching us online over 18 months ago now. And she was like, Dr. AJ, I am certified already as a health coach. She said, but I want to become a life coach in order to help my clients dig deeper into where they really are in their life as it pertains to their health. So I love how she combined and married life coaching and health coaching together. And then the cherry on top was that she was a part of an organization that sold health and wellness products. So she could tie all of this in with her health and wellness products, her health coaching, and her life coaching. She said, but, oh, there's a but. I'm coming to your class also because I need more confidence as a coach. Where do you get your confidence from? And I thought about it because many people ask me about my confidence. Y'all, I am confidently crazy. I am confidently Christian. I am confident in who I am, whose I am, who I belong to. All the reasons that y'all are here laughing with me frequently because I'm saying something crazy, but just being myself, being who I already am. Thank you for the love. Y'all say hey when you come in so I can make sure I see you when you come in. Hi, Coach Corinthia, Denise Dixie. So Coach Corinthia is one of our certified life coaches. Coach Beverly, the coach who asked me about my confidence, got me thinking, y'all. So she asked me on the spot the other day, during that recording. And I told her, hi, Renee. Hi, Carla. Y'all popping in here now. Thank you, girl. I can see all y'all now. Carla's one of our Carla's so happy to say that. Carla's one of our certified life coaches after 7 years of dating. She finally put a ring on it. That's going to be our theme song, Carla. That's our love song. Put a ring on it. Beyonce, because you finally did. Coach 123 in the house representing. Yes. I love when y'all know y'all's numbers. I'm losing count, but hey, here we are. So in this training live, Coach Bev said, where you get your confidence from, Dr. AJ? And in the moment, because you put me on the spot live, don't act, Carla. We ain't going there today. I got a whole crew. We will come visit you in Texas. Corinthia, you ready to ride? I can come pick you up in the other seat of the 2-seater Honda. We will come to Texas. I know that's what you want, Carla. So no, we won't. No, we won't. I'm just playing, but don't you act crazy on this line. Anyway, we're recording. I'm gonna say that for private conversation. I love it. She put a ring in the comment. So, in the moment, I answered Coach Beverly with this. I get my y'all so gangsta. I told y'all we're a Christian gang. Talking about, yep, definitely we ride out. Let go. In the stick shift, don't take but $20, $30 to fill us up round trip, you know. I answered the question of where my confidence comes from. And in the moment, I remember on the recording, I told Coach Beverly, you know, it comes from my mama. I get it from my mama. I don't know the song for that, but I get it from my mama. My confidence. So my mom raised us to be leaders. Like I could not get anything below like a B, okay? That included B+, B-. That's how my car looked for real, Carla, just like that emoji. So if I got lower than a B, I would get in trouble. My mom raised us to be leaders. If we were caught following anybody, we would get in trouble. Like, why are you following the pack and not leading it? So I was raised to be a leader. So that's partly where my confidence come from. That's part 1. I got 5 for y'all. So just take track with who in your life has showed you an example of what confidence looks like. How to show up and lead, show up and be yourself, show up and be crazy if that's you. I got it from my mama. Who y'all get it from? Because we all have it. Another coach, this is a bonus. I didn't even think about this before I went live, but I remember reading Black Woman Millionaire, Dr. Venus Oprah Reese. And I cried reading her book because at the end of it was a workbook where she had pictures of all these Black leaders. Again, people who show examples of confidence. Dr. King, President Obama, Oprah, Dr. Angelou, you know. And she was like, write out everything that you admire about these people under their picture in this workbook part of this book. Hey, Erica. And when I got to the part where I was really just going in on President Obama because I love his swag and he's confident and he's kind and he, just all these characteristics of who he showed us he was as a person. At the end of that activity, she said, no, everything you wrote under these pictures, you wrote it and you notice it because it's in you too. And I just lost it like, oh my God, she's so right. And I needed to hear that in that moment because the confidence that you guys have noticed in me, you notice it because it's in you too. You notice it because there's someone in your life who has shown you an example of where you get that confidence from. Kanye West, that's in his song is in my head. He's talking about how he got it from his mama and his grandma and his grandfather, okay? So mine started with my mom. And then I remember dealing with going through a divorce. And one day I was in the moment, y'all, just like going through, trying to make a decision. What comes next? And I was, again, still married, but going through a divorce. And at that time, we were living with a church family who let us sleep on their floor in their basement. So imagine like your high school cafeteria, white tile, cold floor. That's what I slept on. I got creative and would sneak upstairs at night and steal the pillows off the couch and put it under me so that I wouldn't have to sleep on the cold hard floor. But one day after I woke up, snuck the pillows back upstairs, put them on the couch, right? I came back downstairs because there was a bathroom there we could take showers in. And I remember just going in the bathroom by myself, closing the door, and looking in the mirror. And I just would have moments with God where he would have to whisper to my spirit about how this would get better. This ain't gonna always be the situation. So I'm encouraging whoever's watching this live or replay, whatever you're going through, whether it's Dr. AJ, I've been following you. I really want to take your training. I don't have the money. I really want to invest in my next level, but I don't have the support from family. I really wish I could, especially with a business girlfriend, but I don't have those types of friends in my life. Wherever you are, I'm sure God is downloading a whisper in your spirit right now that it's not always going to be like this. And that's what he told me, but specifically he spoke to my spirit what I needed as it related to confidence in that moment of going through. And he told me, and I know it wasn't me because I didn't think like that in that moment, but he said, I'm going to give you your confidence back. I was like, my confidence? You know, like I can't stay in this pity party. I can't be mad at everybody whose fault it is and point fingers with 3 of them pointing back at me. Like I can't blame the world on the outside. You gonna give me my confidence? Okay. But that one moment, that was over 15 years ago now, y'all, has stuck with me this entire journey. It got me here. So you got my mom, who was the epitome of, you gonna be a leader, establishing that confidence, because y'all got that same thing too. 2, that godly whisper, that download. You have heard it too in some way. Every time I'm going through something, I'm like, Lord, you are my Father. You are my creator. I need you to communicate with me in a way that I know for sure ain't coming from me and it ain't no other outside voices. I need you to talk to me as my Father, as my creator. I'm your daughter in a way that's unmistakable and I know it's nobody but you. And that's what he spoke that day in the mirror and I held on to it. Fast forward some years, we dealt with the whole divorce process. I went through dealing with homelessness, as you can see, sleeping on the floors and couches of family and friends and in spare bedrooms and getting kicked out of places. Like, you can't live here, you can't sleep here, you gotta go, it's time to go, we need to talk. You know, all the homeless, I don't know if y'all know that personally, but had those moments that gave and fed into that confidence. And then there was a friend at work. I used to work for an all-girl nonprofit here in Atlanta. That is really where I got my start, getting out and serving in my community in groups. And I remember as I was going through divorce and being homeless and getting evicted and no money and lack of confidence, one of my coworkers, she was a Christian lady. She was about to get married. She would ask me about, how is it to be married? And I was like, child, you don't want to talk to me about being married, but okay, I'll listen to you, but I ain't going to tell you what to do. And when I started going through, I reached out to her. Her name was Rochelle. And I said, Rochelle, I'm going through. I told her the story. And she, in addition to writing me a check, like, no questions asked. I don't remember her interrogating me about my situation or anything. But she said, AJ, this is the making of a millionaire. I said, Rochelle, that's going to be my first bestseller, The Making of a Millionaire. 16 books later, Rochelle was right. And we are in the process of becoming a Black millionaire, right? So, you got my mom, you got Jesus, you got support from colleagues. There's somebody in your life who is willing to support you, even if it's you. Think back. If it's just you and you don't have that support from colleagues or coworkers, think back to the 10-year-old you who always knew. Like, I'm going to speak for me. At 9 and 10 years old, I always knew I would be an entrepreneur. I knew jobs like teacher, lawyer, doctor, all of that. It didn't sound fun, y'all. I've been fun all my life. I love to laugh and have fun. I'm a lot of fun to be around in person. But because doctor and lawyer and teacher and all that did not sound fun or cool enough, I was like, I'm going to have to create my own job. I knew that at 9 years old. And of course, growing up with entrepreneurship from my mom, my dad, my two grandfathers, and my great-grandparents, entrepreneurship is in my blood. So I knew that I would have to create my own job. And so there's someone in you that started out knowing that you love to talk, to teach, to have fun. I used to line my dolls up on the front porch and teach them after school. So I came home from school and taught the animals, the stuffed animals, and the my kid sister and the Cabbage Patch doll. I had a black doll named LaToya. LaToya was very smart because I would come home and teach her some stuff. Okay, her and kid sister. But I knew at 9, 10 years old that this is who I would be. What about you, sis? Those of you who are certified life coaches, those of you who are looking to become a certified life coach with me, make sure you check out blacklifecoachselfstudy.com because that's the way to get in and get on the right track with that. So where are we? We got mom, we got Jesus, we got the colleague, and now moving on into life. I remember getting into speaking and coaching and book writing and being invited to events to participate and teach and train and even sit in the audience and just serve, or maybe I raised my hand to go volunteer. And one day I did a volunteer event right after I wrote one of my first best-selling books. And this man, I was supposed to be talking to all black women real estate agents in Atlanta. And this man that I didn't see in the audience the entire time walked up to me at the end and he said, I'm a local minister and I just want to confirm with you that you are doing exactly what God has called you to do. And I was like, first of all, where you come from? And second of all, thank you. I need to write that down because that was the first time I was hearing it outside of my head, that you're on the right path. You're walking in purpose. Your confidence is growing. So you have had people along your path, sis, who have encouraged you. And if not, let me encourage you. The fact that you're here right now, live or listening to the replay, watching the replay, maybe you're doing something in the background. Hey, Erlene in our Facebook group. There is something inside of you that you know as a coach you're supposed to be doing. You gotta do it. So let me be the voice to say, go do it. I know that you can do it. It's not as hard as you think. You know how we put stuff off and then eventually we do it and we're like, oh, that wasn't that bad. Let me go do something else. I want to be your encourager on today to be like, sis, it's time. Time out. No more excuses. No more like woulda, coulda, shouldas, maybe one day, maybe someday. Y'all know someday is not a day on the calendar, right? Oh, okay. Just making sure. So we had mom that showed an example of confidence. We had Jesus with the spiritual downloads. We had the colleague that invested words of wisdom and financially. Now we got the man that was sitting in the audience confirming you are doing what you've been called to do. All right, so what's that? 4? I got one more for you. After this man started confirming during this event or at the end of this event, and people signed up to buy books and talk more with me. And I remember hanging out for at least an hour after this event, y'all. But I felt so much better in my confidence that I invested at the next level. I went and got certified and trained in this newfound skill of public speaking and of life coaching. So for those of you who are like, I think I've been coaching, Dr. AJ. I think I've been doing this on my own. I kind of feel like I've been coaching. Why do I need the title? Or if you're like our friend who was with us on Clubhouse recently during our live, she said, I have a business where I call myself a coach and I have been helping people. Why should I get certified? Well, when you get certified, you're literally investing in your skill of your next level in that skill. So it's not just about picking up a title and calling yourself coach. It's about saying, I'm going to sit down and learn and train and take notes and ask questions and get in an accountability group and show up to calls and do the work. Hey, Coach Lillian in our Facebook group, how are you? So when you invest, it's not just financially, it's mentally, it's making the commitment to see the process through. It's being able to wave that piece of paper, that certificate in your hand showing I'm a certified life coach who has invested hours into learning this skill, and I take it so serious because I'm helping people with their life. If you need help with that, head over to blacklifecoachselfstudy.com. Get started in that process of building your faith. We got our next month that's coming out in a couple days. So those of you who have been with us for the last 90 days, your third module is on the way. I'm so proud and excited for you guys that are on this journey and hanging in there like Coach Helen. I know she'll either pop in live or watch the replay. And she's always like, Dr. AJ, I'm so excited. I can't wait for the next month. Or she mentioned recently how she has went back more than once to each month's module and revisited the information to make sure she ain't missed nothing. That's what you call studying to show yourself approved. That's in the Word of God, y'all. So I love the fact that I work with Black women of faith because we can, throw some Jesus in there and you get it a little bit more. You understand it. It confirms some things you've heard in church before, right? And during your private Bible study with the Father, okay? So that made me even more confident. When I got certified at the end of our training, it was a 2-day intensive live here in Atlanta that blew me away and drained me and scared me at the same time. So I know, y'all, I know what it's like to be a new coach for the first time. We had some demands on us, even for homework, that was just like, well, hold up, wait a minute now. I didn't know all this was for, But at the end of the training, my trainer looked at me and he was like, you are going to do great things in this industry. And he was so right, because 3 years after I walked out of his training and had done some speaking and coaching and making money and teaching and recording my trainings and winning awards and writing books, he extended the invitation for me to partner with him for 3 full years and train and certify coaches from all over the world. They would fly in here to Atlanta with me. And that's how we got our first 110 coaches, and now 50 plus 51 maybe coaches have trained online with me since that original live stream where Coach Beverly asked that question, how did you grow your confidence, Coach AJ? So I'm excited that our roster is growing. Coach Andrieka got number 168 today. So since Coach Andrieka is 168, she'll be holding down that spot. And everyone that comes after that, we're going to have 169. I can't wait to hit 200 Black women certified life coaches all over the world representing your hood all over the world as well. So from investing to being told that, I would be great and do great things in this industry, to being extended an opportunity to come show how great and how confident I am. Now I'm in the habit. And I think I heard Bishop Jakes mention this before. I definitely heard Michael Jackson mention it when he was alive, about how when we go perform and we do coach and we do speak and it's being recorded, get a copy of that recording and go back and watch yourself operating in your gift. Now, Michael would say how he would watch himself perform and be like, oh, I could have did the moonwalk better, or I could have stuck my landing on my toes a little bit harder, or stayed a little bit longer. And Bishop Jakes goes on to talk a little bit more about that. But I am now in the habit of seeing how Mama was right, how Jesus was right, how the man that approached me was right, how my coworker was right, how my coach and my trainer was right, and now living and walking and being the example for those of you who are here on tonight. Those of you who will watch this replay for years to come. I am your example of what confidence looks like, because I too go back and watch the replays. That's why I'm like, tag me in your questions and in your comments in the replays, because I'm watching it anyway. I'm listening to what I say. I was listening to a replay earlier today, standing in line for lunch, and I started laughing at something I said on one of the replays. But y'all get it and y'all love that part too, because when I talk to you on the phone or in the inbox, y'all tell me how crazy stuff is. Hi, LaTanya. And so y'all tell me something that I've said that really made you laugh, or the part of my story that I shared that you could really resonate with. So the fact that I go back and watch my own work builds my confidence as well. So because I have had experience growing my confidence, I'm able to exude that on and off camera. So much so that when I show up in spaces, via video, in person, my time, my talent, my gift, my anointing, my calling, my confidence is respected. It's loved and it's admired, and I get paid for it, y'all. I get to pick and choose what I do with my time and my gifts and my talents, and I love being in control. That's what confidence does for you. So if you're a coach and you're like, I don't know if I have the confidence to coach just yet, I hope something that I've shared so far has inspired you. But I know for sure that as you get certified as a coach, if you're not, or if you're a coach who's been certified but you haven't been doing anything with that certification, you too can come train with us. Again, we have what we call dual certified coaches, meaning you have been either trained and certified through the same training and paid twice, or you've been trained and certified through two separate trainings. And so you've paid for those certifications. We call you a dual certified coach. We have one coach in our midst of 168 who's been certified 3 different times. And she still comes to train and learn from me. So that opportunity is available for you over at blacklifecoachselfstudy.com. I invite you to come on in. We are going to wrap up that version of our program, and you won't hear me talk about it as much in the future, because we have some other really cool things going on and coming up, like those of you who are coming to train with me in our new group called Focus. For those of you who are already certified coaches and you are just looking to take your confidence in your coaching to the next level, inbox me and I'll personally send you the application for our mentorship program called Focus. It is an investment financially, time-wise, just like your certification is, and really anything else you want to do to the next level. It's building your confidence and your skill as a coach, making sure you're making money and serving the right people, getting out there helping those that God has called you to here on this earth. So that's all I have. Are there any questions about anything that I've shared about? Really more than 5, but the 5 tips that I shared with how I grew my confidence, how you can grow yours too by just revisiting your journey. You know, maybe you've had some moment whispers, some coworkers whispers, some spiritual downloads. Maybe somebody told you you're really gifted as a coach, as a speaker, a teacher, a trainer, a helper, a minister, a server. Whatever you do as a coach, people are watching. And they attract to you for a reason. I know y'all come to me and say, I love your energy. I love your confidence. You have a really sweet spirit, you know. So when I show up, this is who I am on and off screen. And many of you guys have told me you appreciate the fact that when we talk on the phone and when you see me online, and some of you when I've met in person, you're like, I love that you're the same person. So the same conversation that we would have in private, I would have on camera with you again, okay? So I thank God for the confidence to be who I am and stand strongly in that gift, stand boldly in that gift, that anointing, and that mantle, and being able to look back on my journey of where it came from. So while I'm just now being brought to the spotlight and given the title of doctor and acknowledged for the work that I'm doing in the community, and people are applauding now, you know, that my name is in lights per se, this is not new. I've been on this journey, and so have you. There's something in your life that can encourage you to have the confidence as a coach. All you have to do is go back and map it out. And if you need help with where to start, if you're not certified, you want to be certified because you want to grow in that confidence, make sure you head over to blacklifecoachselfstudy.com and check out how our life coach certification training is laid out for Black women of faith to become certified, either online in one day with me, or in our 10 for 10 program that gives you 10 months at $110 a month for 10 months to get certified, get that education, get that certificate, and build your confidence. Are there any questions, any comments, any feedback? Facebook group, y'all always show up. I appreciate you guys. Do you guys, my Facebook, my future Black Life Coaches Facebook group, do you have any questions for me? Go ahead and drop them in the comments. Facebook Live is on my page. Any questions? My accountability partner is in my inbox. Even if I tell her I'm live, she still messages me during my lives. It's our tradition now. She don't even know it. So I'm going to go talk to her shortly, unless you guys have questions. If you're typing a question, go ahead and put an emoji up, which tells me to hold up, you're typing. If you don't have any questions, I am going to bless you back with the rest of your day. I am getting this pulled up for when I'm no longer live so I can remember to do it. And I think this is it. Okay. Are there any questions? And hopefully Facebook lets me see what I'm looking for. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Going once. Going twice. All right, so I will leave you with this. Remember, there is someone somewhere. They are waiting on you, sis, to walk into your destiny as a certified life coach, a Black woman certified life coach, that is, so they can walk into theirs. When you impact just one life, you impact generations. And when you let your own light shine, you give others permission to do the same. I am Dr. AJ Austin, founder of the International Center for Life Coach Training, LLC. You too can be a part of the ICLCT crew, that Christian gangster. Y'all seen us earlier in these comments. When you check out blacklifecoachselfstudy.com, meet me there, and I'll see you soon. Have a phenomenal rest of your night. God bless. Bye, coaches.